Good morning. I'm Sarah Pearson in the News 2 Alert Center with your morning pulse. Millions are bracing for a dangerous winter storm, and here in North Platte, the cold is already brutal. Right now, folks are waking up to a dusting of snow and dangerously cold wind chills well below zero. The temps forcing area schools to cancel. And here's the thing, it's not getting better anytime soon. These dangerous temperatures will stick around all day Friday through the weekend and possibly into Monday morning. A winter weather advisory is in effect through 6 a.m. on Saturday. Stay with us for the latest updates. And as that winter storm approaches, law enforcement are reminding drivers that hazardous roads conditions will require more than just caution. They'll require skill and preparation. Police stress that a key to staying safe on winter roads starts with how drivers operate their vehicle, meaning adjusting driving habits before conditions become dangerous.
We need to slow down our driving, be courteous driver, be a defensive driver. We do expect that there is going to be some ice and maybe some black ice. Just with the wind chills and the little moisture that we are going to get does provide a hazard if you're driving too fast.
So what should you do? Bundle up, limit time outside, and check on neighbors and loved ones. If you have to travel, give yourself extra time and keep an emergency kit in your car. Happening today, the North Platte Public School Board will meet to accept Dr. Todd Rhodes' resignation after serving the school district for nearly 4 years. Prior to his leadership at North Platte Public Schools, he led schools in Maxwell and Gothenburg. He also served as principal at Adams Middle School and North Platte High School from 2006 to 2013. A reason for his resignation is unknown. We will have more tonight at 6 and 10. In local sports, the SPVA semifinals are today. On the girls' side, Bridgeport takes on Valentine starting at 3:30, and Hershey will face Mitchell at 6:30. Bridgeport and Valentine will also square off in boys action at 5, and to close out the night, Hershey and Kimball will tip off at 8, and we will have full highlights at 10.
Well, hi there, everybody, and good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Friday morning, trying some new stuff here as we come live to you, or live as of the time of this recording anyway, from here in the Severe Weather Center. And this is how we're going to normally do things from now on here as we do this recording here. But anyway, going to switch over to weather graphics and give you an idea of what you can expect in today and as we go through the next several days to come. Of course, we've talked about this weather alert day that's now in effect. We're going to keep it going all the way through Monday morning with these dangerously cold wind chills, the worst of which will probably be this morning here. They're still going to be rough the next several days, but the worst of the cold is this morning here. So to check out our weather graphics here, we'll start with the extreme cold warning that's in place for north central and northeast Nebraska. Those will be in effect until later this morning. They expire at either 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or noon. And these are the worst of them, but I'll tell you right now, eastern Nebraska is just as cold. 25 to 35 below right in here. Everybody else is under a cold weather advisory, and then these areas up north will switch over to a cold weather advisory, and these will last through at least tomorrow. But the Hastings National Weather Service, they've actually already put theirs out all the way through Monday morning here, as we're going to continue to see very cold wind chills of 10, 20, 25 below. Again, I think this morning is the worst of the cold, but it will still be pretty rough for the days to come. So looking at our future wind chill product, you can see the worst of them will be today. It's still going to be pretty cold tomorrow morning. It's just that the winds are going to be a little bit lighter, so it won't be as bad tomorrow morning. But still 10 to 20 below is pretty rough out there. Sunday morning might not be as cold, 5 to 15 below. But then we get another shot of cold air heading towards Monday morning, so it could be worse again. 10, 20 below, maybe colder than that in some cases here. And then we'll see some improvements from there by Monday noon, back above zero, and it should improve pretty quickly from there on out. We do have some snow out there this morning. We're going to see a light snow event that just gradually accumulates over time here. I took the clouds off of this graphic here because the clouds are making it hard to tell what was snow and what wasn't. So it's not going to snow the entire time, but I will tell you right now the lowest amounts will be in the northeast. And then the highest amounts will likely be in the south and southeast, especially with what comes tonight and tomorrow. The bulk of the snow is going to come tonight and tomorrow. And then this will start to clear out as we get towards tomorrow night into early on Sunday morning, where there's not much snow left, and we can say goodbye to the snow and look forward to, well, still cold conditions for a couple more days, but eventually warming up. Now, the National Weather Service, different offices around the area, they do have winter weather advisories out. These are the areas most likely to pick up 2+ inches of snowfall, kind of in that 2 to 4 inch type range, maybe up to 5 inches in northern Kansas. Winter storm warnings are actually just to our south, down in southern or south of our viewing area down in Kansas. Those are areas that 4+ inches of snow are going to be a possibility right now. Again, I'm probably going lower than what the Weather Service is going right now. In my opinion, I think the area is going to be dry enough that this may hold back totals a little bit. So I'm kind of in that 1 to 3 inch range, but maybe lower than that in some places. I think especially as you go to the northeast, that's where some of the lowest totals are going to be with this. Now, certainly it could be higher. There are some forecast models that are much higher than this here. In fact, I can go into my editor mode real quick here and show you what we're looking at here. You know, I'll bring up my, this model right here. This is the GFS Ensemble model. There's a ton of other models I could show you here. I'm just going to bring you the North American model as an example here. So look how much higher it's going here. This is on the high end. I think there's going to be enough dry air in this system to prevent us from getting this high. So if this storm system overperforms, this is what we could get if we get the high end side of things. But in my opinion, we're probably not going to get this, and this is why I'm leaning lower. But again, on the high end, we'd probably be up there in that 2 to 7, 8 inch range. But again, in my opinion, we're probably on the lower side of things right now. So again, this is kind of where I'm leaning right now with that GFS Ensemble, maybe slightly higher amounts than this. All right, we've already talked about wind chills. Let's talk about actual air temperatures. Highs today, mostly only in the single digits. There's probably going to be some places that don't even get above 0 today, especially in the northeast. We're back below 0 tonight here. I'm going to skip the zone forecast today because it doesn't really tell the true story with all the wind and the bitterly cold wind chills out there. So we're going to go straight to the lows for tonight. Low temperatures below 0 once again, but of course, even with lighter winds, that's the other thing. The winds will be gradually dying down today and into tonight, so they won't be nearly as strong overnight tonight. Probably 5 to 10 miles per hour by tomorrow morning, around 5 miles per hour. So temperatures around 0 to 10 below. Wind chills will probably be in the 10 to 15, maybe 20 below range tomorrow morning. Temperatures tomorrow trying to warm up, single digits and maybe some teens out there. If there's more snow on the ground, maybe it's not as warm as this. Looking towards tomorrow night into Sunday morning, most of us back below 0. This is probably, if you want to call it the warmest morning of the next several mornings, this is probably the best morning when it comes to the wind chills out there. Highs on Sunday, teens, maybe near 20 degrees. Sunday night, we get another shot of cold air. This could be the coldest night of just plain old temperatures, not wind chills, but just plain old temperatures of 5 to 15 below 0. Monday afternoon gets a lot better, 20s, 30s, and even some 40s out there. So we will see some improvements down the road as we move out of the weekend into next week. So it's going to be a rough weekend. The weather alert days will go through noon on Monday, but then milder temperatures to come as we get to the end of January. And hopefully maybe by February 1st, we're back up into the lower 40s there. Looking at North Platte, the snow's not going to last as long. I think it's done by early tomorrow morning, but it stays cold all weekend long, all the way through Monday morning, 11 below there on Monday morning, but hopefully by Monday afternoon up to 40. And then we're back up into the 40s next week. Not a lot of active weather once we get past this. There may be something at the end of next week. We'll see. But hey, maybe by next Sunday, we're pushing up near 50 degrees here. So, well, with that, that's all I have for you for today here. Again, we're kind of in this experimentation phase when it comes to these recordings from here. I'm going to learn more about this system, and it'll start to look a little fancier down the road, but this is what we have for now. But at least I was able to bring you a forecast for today. So hopefully you get everything you need to know. The biggest thing I can tell you is if you're spending any extra time outside more than a minute or two, make sure you are bundled up. Make sure the kids are bundled up heading to school. And you know what? The snow, hopefully not backbreaking because it's going to be a very light, fluffy snow. And after this morning's winds start to die down, there won't be too much blowing snow either here. So, but be careful out there. If you do happen to encounter some slick spots, stay warm out there. Otherwise, stay inside. as much as you can and enjoy some sports this weekend too. Got some good playoff football. You got another Husker basketball game out there if you're a Husker fan. And yeah, I'll be back with you on Monday where it's going to be really cold still, but things will be looking up from there. So until then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week right into this weekend. I'll see you all again on Monday morning. Take care and God bless. Bye.